I would play the, like, if I could find people to play with, I would definitely be willing to play.
We're gonna rest after this fight. Are you still here?
I believe this, like, Pathfinder itself is based off of 5e rules.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
There's something back here. Is there something back there? If there's loot back there, I cannot not get it. Oops, 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 oops. Alright, let's just...
I'll cut you wide open.
Before you cut them wide open, you should probably pull out your sword. Back away. Interesting that she doesn't do it as a quick action. She like waits to get into combat and then she does it.
Can't make the demons wait.
Do not fear. Do not waver. The light.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's why I like CRPGs, right? Because then you don't really have to rely on a group to get together, and it seems like especially since I've DM'd quite a few campaigns and maybe finished like 3 or 4 of them. Dang it, this was the loot. Wait, or was there just other loot here? Was this the dead end with the loot? I don't know. I want this.
What's on your mind?
How many do you have left?
I wonder.
Yeah, we have enough to do this. Alright, you guys are so weak right now. Oh, look at this. Okay, so we can have this. This is good. Scroll inflict light wounds. Cool. Braces of armor +1. Okay. Let's see. You already have these braces. No. It's grave lucky. I'll give this. Non-stacking bonus. Oh, does this have armor +1? Alright, then I'll give it to you. If you can use spells, drop that in there. You seem to be taking the most damage, so take that. Okay, you can only stack one at a time. Interesting. Yeah. Well, like, one thing I do have is like a board game group. I don't know if you've heard of the game Gloomhaven, but it's basically D&D, the board game. And it's legacy, so like, I mean, it only has so much you can play it. I guess you can play the scenarios again, but like, if you kind of like playing D&D and stuff like that, that's a good way to intro your friends into games along the pen and paper line. Oh, I can loot this. I still skin it.
No, I can't just walk away. It's got to be here somewhere.
You struggle to make out the man's features in the gloom. As soon as he steps into the circle of light, however, you realize that you have never encountered a creature like this before. The stranger looks like the work of a vivisection who attempted to stitch together a lizard and a man. Interesting. Yeah, I can see that.
When to look?
The man notices you and freezes, the curling horn protruding from his head, casting a malevolent shadow on the cave wall. It's definitely more imagination based.
Who is that?
The woman just looks as strange as her companion, like a cross between a cat and a spider. When she catches a sight of you, she immediately drops into a fighting stance. Her movements reveal the lethal grace of a wild predator.
The do-gooders here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt.
Yes.
Wait. They might know what's going on up there.
Who are you, tiefling?
Tieflings are the descendants of people who sullied themselves by mating with demons. Our ancestors would never sink that low. We are the underground Crusaders, the children of the Crusades' finest.
I mean, for sure. I mean, it is a lot more of a game of imagination, I guess, when you're playing tabletops. But yeah, I mean, it's for some, not for all. Like all people, I like doing it personally. If you get a good group of friends together, it's just like a really good time where everyone gets to become a character and just like work through these long scenarios together. It's more of like an interactive hangout session.
Sadly, Underground Crusaders is a bit of a mouthful, so people usually just call us Mongrels.
Mm-hmm.
You just love repeating that, don't you, Lan? Mongrels. That's what the Uplanders call us. But we call ourselves Neathers.
Okay.
No matter what you call us, it's not gonna stop our horns, hooves, or tails from growing.
Never heard of Underground Crusaders before.
In Canabras, they're called mongrels. People say that they come up to the surface at night and eat anyone foolish enough to wander alone after midnight.
I believe it. We should kill them.
To tell you the truth, I thought you guys were just a tale to tell kids at night.
That's human gratitude for you. Our forefathers suffered the consequences of demonic corruption, all to protect Mendev and Golarion. And for what? So we could become monsters used to frighten children.
Planet Galarian orbits a yellow sun in the far reaches of the material plane. Third of 11 in the orbit. Oh, okay. Earth. The blue planet contains a vast ocean, lush green lands, and is the perfect environment for countless cultures. Indeed, Golarion is the most populous planet in the solar system. Its innately hospitable and life-sustaining environment is presumably the work of the gods, so astronomers sometimes refer to Golarion as the child. Astronomers of other planets, however, often refer to Golarion as the cage, in reference to its cosmic role as the prison of mad god Rovagug, who lies bound at the world's core. Interesting.
Every mongrel has their own take on it. Our chief, for example, thinks of us as something like a reserve military force. He thinks we're standing by until the moment we're needed, and when we emerge on the surface and save the day, all the people will see how good we are and they'll love us for it. Yeah, he leaves that last part out when he talks about it, of course, but it's easy enough to read between the lines.
Okay. Demons are laying waste to
If
cannabis.
things are as bad as you say, then we all have to hurry.
Hurry where?
You didn't come from the direction of the shield maze. Damn it. I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze.
I realize that you guys have your own troubles, but we need to be in Canabres. People are dying up there. Please, show us the way out.
What is this place?
This is the hall where we remember the glory of our forebears. Sorry about the mess. It doesn't usually look like this, trust me. Sometimes we even wipe the dust off the exhibits.
This is where the relics of the first Crusaders are displayed. Our lives are short. Our glories are quickly forgotten. But this place helps us to remember that we are just as worthy as anyone else. And that our lives are not lived in vain.
The first Crusaders? You've been down here that long? That's crazy.
What are you doing here?
That's none of your
We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now it's their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold.
Boy, you guys will not be welcome up there today.
Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're not fighters. And Saul, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the underground Crusaders to take up arms. If we get the Holy Sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind.
So Excalibur.
It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous heavenly flame and will burn anyone who touches it. Do you think you're special, Lan?
I'm special.
I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work a minor miracle. Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down, you know it's possible.
Okay. Lots of questions. Okay, first of all, maze, does it really lead to the surface?
Yes. There are other ways up, but they are far from here. And after the earthquakes, there's a good chance they've collapsed. But the maze... There's a legend among our people that when the walls of the maze fall, that will be a signal for us, the underground Crusaders, that the time has come to go up to the surface and fight the demons in the final confrontation. Until then, the people say the maze is shielding us from taking rash actions. I'm the only one in our whole tribe to have been in the maze. And even I don't know if it's true. But the further I went in the maze, the fresher the air became. That means that it really must lead to the surface.
Okay. Maybe it would be a good idea for them to go to surface if they're going to fight demons.
The walls started shaking. The young ones in
Depends
our
on where they
tribe
pop up.
lost their heads. They figured the maze was going to collapse, so it was time to go up to the surface. They grabbed whatever weapons were on hand and ran off toward the maze. They think the maze is no longer a danger to them. They've been listening to Wendwog too much.
Wendwog. I'm never going to say that name right outside of this. Wendwog.
Don't try to blame this on me. Yes, I told them that our people are capable of making our way through the maze. In the future. But I always told them to wait until I had made a map of all the maze's dangers. I warned them 100 times.
Yeah,
But it was no use. My words just went in one ear and out the other.
Sword of Holy Flame? How did it wind up down here?
It came here with its owner. A long time ago. 50,000 gongs to be precise.
What do you consider a gong?
70 years ago, in Uplander time.
Thank you.
50,000 gongs ago, our forebears found a dead angel here.
What is the
along
conversion
with
of
the
that?
bodies of his comrades. The tribe gave them a dignified burial, and they were laid to rest with their weapons. But the flaming angelic sword was stuck in a rock, and no one was able to pull it out. It burned to the touch, like real fire. So the rock was placed over the angel's grave. It should be here somewhere.
Okay.
Maybe the angel will dig himself out and find the sword for us. That might be our best shot in this chaos.
Lan, watch your tongue.
Okay. We'll find the sword faster if we work together. I'll help you.
Thanks. An extra pair of eyes can only help. The sword will be easy enough to spot. It looks, swordy. Help us, and in return, we'll get you out of here.
Okay.
Now we're talking. Let's get to work. It's a good thing we all bumped into each other, isn't it?
What, you want to find the sword quickly so the underground monsters bring you back to the surface? So be it.
Alright, hidden objects. Some interactive objects aren't easy to find. Moving past such an object, every character automatically makes a perception skill check. If the check is successful, the object is found and it is highlighted, drawing your attention, and can now be interacted with. Yep. Okay. So let's see who's got good perception. Ooh, lore religion DC 17.
I'll get it next time.
Statue of an unknown knight. The technique is crude, but the figure. Oh, come on. The figure was clearly crafted with genuine feeling. Is anyone...
No reason to pause.
Okay, so I failed that check. I'm not going to save scum too much, but...
Is that a trap?
Copper ring. Good for selling stuff. The room looks like an improvised museum or perhaps some kind of temple.
I found something.
Grinding stone, an item of interest to a craftsman or a collector. A merchant would pay well for this. Good to know.
What's
Is
that
that
there?
treasure?
Someone in our group has really good perception. Sela. Okay. Touch it. Just touch it. What's the worst that's gonna happen? Day 15, Armad Artis, year 4715. A strange flash pierces the gloom, and Degas feels drops of searing blood run down his chest. The wound healed by Terran Delev reopens and weeps scarlet, but there is no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears, a cave chamber, this one or another one entirely. Degas's heartbeat quickens, and a stream of thoughts suddenly bursts into his mind, thoughts that clearly belong to another. Treachery. They betrayed me, trapped me, and stabbed me in the back. My trusted allies, my treasured friends, the people I swore to protect, the people for whom I descend from heaven and came to this turbulent mortal world. There they are, up ahead, in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw any closer? Do they believe I am about to die from their treacherous blows? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with golden braid lies on the rocks, clutching her slashed side. She refused to join with the traitors and paid dearly for it. I could have tried to run, but I will not. Whilst I still have strength, I must. While recognizing the foreign origin of these thoughts, Degas intuits that he can control them somehow. Let's try to heal the wounded girl. A spark of healing magic illuminates the eerie, murky scene before Degas. The wounded girl opens her eyes and whispers, Lariel, you said that everything was going to change soon. You said that the other warriors of heaven would be leaving us on a grand mission to stop the demons forever. Is that true? The frenzy of foreign thoughts comes faster and faster. Like a rushing river, and images flash by one after another. A priestess in colorful robes observing the stars. A young female paladin praying, clutching her glowing sword. A majestic golden-winged angel gazing into the distance, his face covered by a helmet but his voice ringing clearly. Only if you are willing, and only if you're ready. There's no going back. Then don't waste your strength healing me, the girl whispers. Your mission is important. You take care. It is near. There, in the vision, the darkness in the cave stirs into motion. Something massive appears from within its depths. A vague shadow, an outline, a nightmare come to life. A wave of odious chirruping and rustling emanates from the shadow, the sound of piercing like hot iron lancing through flesh and bone. The traitors fall to their knees before the shadow in reverent ecstasy. The wounded girl thrashes in her death throes. The yawning chest wound burns white hot. Degas' head pounds with pain, and it is no longer clear whose pain it is. The person called Lariel who sent this vision, or the one unlucky enough to receive it. Degas knows how to resist malign influence such as this, no matter its origin. Yay! Succeed. The force of the attack through the origination in a... or The force of the attack, though originating in a vision, is terrifying, but Diaz is strong. He shakes off the pain and torpor, but alas, the one who sent the vision cannot claim the same. He's broken and exhausted. A monstrous shadow emerges from the murk of the cave. It is not real. It exists only in the strange vision or memory. But the thrill of fear it provoked is more than real. The shadow features starkly resemble those of Daskari, the terrifying demon lord. Daskari, larger than an elephant, this towering insectile nightmare wields a scythe made of bone. His wings are swarms of biting flies, and his inhuman eyes glitter with cruel intelligence. Daskari, demon lord of chasms, infestation, and locusts, is believed by many scholars to be the usher of the apocalypse. He carved his realm from the raw matter of the abyss using the great scythe Rift Carver, a weapon he crafted from the remains of the strange creature his father, Pazuzu, mated with tens of thousands of years ago. Okay. Daskari and his cult long plagued the northern nation of Sarkoris, where his cultists were eventually driven into the Lake of the Mist and Vales of Aradin. Yet upon Aradin's death, Daskari's influence on Galorian ripened and burst, transforming the Sarkoris, oh my god, into the demon-haunted Worldwound. Oh, okay. You can actually expand it so you don't have to hover. Got it. Alright. In a movement as swift as though itself, or thought itself, the monster's hand is wrapped around the throat of the one that called Lariel. The foolish angel struggles on the rock like a fly with wings torn off, intones the shadow. Its voice changes as it moves, shifting from a quiet whisper to a sonorous shout, becoming young, then old and quavering. Where's your goddess, angel? Where's her self-assured herald? How is it that you are dying here alone, so far from the light of your heaven? That's just going to be the heaven is the place of the outer spheres. Yep. A strange calm envelopes the thought of the one called Lariel. He recognizes who stands before him, and he knows he will never bow down before this enemy. The flaming sword flares to life in his hand, bright, pure, flickering with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam through the stained glass. Slash. The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster recoils with a howl, releasing his grip on Lariel's throat. The angel falls back heavily on the rocks. His vitality is ebbing, but his pride remains undiminished. He grips the sword, and with his last burst of strength, plunges it into the rock. Diaz senses that the vision is fading, the rush of thoughts diminishing like a river running dry. The last thing he hears is this. You will kill me, monster. This I know, but one day someone will come here and raise up my sword. They will raise it up and... What do they consider angels? I'm just curious. Angels are a group of altruistic celestial natives to all three upper planes, Nirvana, Heaven, and Elysium. They represent all the multiple interpretations of goodness. The eldest angels were one of the first creatures of the primordial deities of good, making them one of the oldest races in the great beyond, and were trained as the celestial guardians and servants from the birth. Most serve their creator to this day. Most angels in modern times come from ascended good mortal souls rather than direct divine creation. Sometimes these souls even retain aspects of their mortal forms. Alright, they will raise it up and punish evildoers and traitors. The vision disappears, vanishing into a burst of color. Diaz does not hear the final words, but he seems to complete the thought, taking it to heart. The words fly from his lips, and with them, something else. The heat blazing in Diaz's chest fades. The edge of the scarlet wound closes, leaving not even a scar behind. Looking down, Diaz sees the flaming sword in his hand, or rather, its outline, the memory of what the sword looked like. With a final surge of warm and soothing light, the sword vanishes, and the light is drawn into his hand. Diaz senses that it will return. All he needs to do is call it.
Hey, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You were kinda glowing just now.
Just had a vision. We're good. Sheila kneels before the light, offering up a prayer to Amidine. Amidine, also known as the Inheritor, Light of the Sword, Lady of Valor, is the goddess of the righteous valor, justice, and... Okay. It's the Justice one.
That was it. The light of heaven. But how?
Well, I'm the chosen.
What did you do with it? Where did it go?
I think I saw the memories of Lariel, the angel who died here.
L'Ariel? That really was L'Ariel? The angel from the legends. The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestone. The chief will be thrilled.
Right, dude, man? Yeah, nothing big. I mean, we are kind of low to the ground. It could have been a gas leak. Could have been a gas leak.
You. Thousands of gongs and no one's been able to touch it. And now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood, no different to us, get the sword and start talking about visions.
I mean, you didn't get it.
Now, Wentwog, don't be a sore loser. He is clearly different from us. The sword appeared before him, along with the angel's name and all that other stuff, because he doesn't carry our mongrel taint. Heaven doesn't give a damn how special we are. We're born with evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that. I know you're willing to tear anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and Sol, you just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the Abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it.
I mean, they obviously didn't.
It doesn't make us better, and it doesn't make us worthier.
Okay, it seems I can control it.
That is just... wow, I mean, that's amazing. Heaven has truly blessed you.
This power is the most majestic thing I've ever seen in all my life. Is this what the sun is like, Lan?
No.
Yes, it's similar. But this light is more... golden? Chief Sol needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our side, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze. You Uplanders care about your kids, right? Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive. And then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Canabras.
Lead us to your chief and I'll decide if I'm going to help you or not.
Let's go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really.
Okay.
What's that?
Wait. There's loot.
Now what is that?
First we gotta collect the loot. Hold on.
Let's see what we can do.
I know you want to move us real quick, but like, we can't leave loot behind. What is our formation right now? Okay, you're melee. You guys are both ranged, so you guys sit back there.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Ability check succeeded. Most of the game's mechanics are based on the rules of the tabletop RPG, Pathfinder, which uses dice for determining outcomes of various action. The most common used die is a d20, blah, blah, blah. I know all this stuff. Trying to get over the rebel, the result is 16. The result is the sum of the dice rolled with my mobility. Yep. And various modifiers such as mobility skills, the check, blah, blah. I just want to keep the tutorial up just in case there's like little neat things
They will break against our
that
resolve.
I would miss
Go for their
if I just skip over them.
The inheritor.
Can I like quick save before? No. Ooh. Hold up. Fall back. I don't want a spider to get between my back line and my front line. Alright, I'm gonna once again give you a torch.
Here we go again.
Do have light heal, right? I feel as if I did not do much. Tree deflection deals makes... Oh, dang it, that's disease and poison. I thought that was light wound. That's tree deflection. Damn it. Ah. It's this spell. Oh man, that spell's good. Too bad I didn't put a lot into wisdom. That's not gonna be as powerful as it would be with someone who spec'd into it. But I mean, it's gonna be a nice little like backup thing. Backup healing thing. Who are you? Oh, you're the injured person I can't control.
Here we go.
Just, you know. I can cast this.
Well,
Hold on a second. I feel like we have these. Don't need this. Because you can't use it. Come to find out.
open your heart to me.
Put this here. So I actually use them.
I can handle it.
What's the difference between here, down here, and over there? Okay, someone talk. Okay, that's giant fly over here. But what does this do? What am I getting across here?
The mongrel did it.
Save the last one for
You've
me.
crossed the wrong mongrel.
Okay. You fall back. Switch to this. After you switch, I want to see how effective this is.
Getting my ass kicked.
Oh snap! They are getting their butts kicked. You drink that. You drink that. Oh, we do have a... Okay, every attack during a combat entails the following calculations. The first is attack makes an attack roll and compares them. If the attack hits, the attacker makes a damage roll. Yep. Attacks in an attempt to harm the combat. Know all this. For example, last combat, your character Diaz attacked the enemy small earth and got 25. Let's break that down. Rolling d20 resulted in 18. Attack bonus 7. Strength 5. Leader 1. Weapon focus. Greatsword. Right, armor class, same thing. Okay. I'm well aware of how this works, and I don't really want to read it, even though. Wand of Cure Light Wound. Dope. Let's just put that in the hands of somebody who can use this. I will actually keep it. Let's do a quick save.
Forget it.
Wait.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
They make you do the check going backwards too? That's evil. That's evil.
Make the demons wait.
Into the fray.
Oh, I hit so hard. I can't wait to have heavy armor so I don't have to worry about his health. 4 pounds. Is that 100 like how many coins it is? I'm gonna assume that's coin until I'm proven wrong. It's just a circle with a dot in it. They couldn't have found like a coin.
Is that Treasure?
ooh,
Yet
ooh.
another obstacle.
Wait, hold up, hold up. Fall back just a little bit. Okay.
The light take you.
Nice. Okay, so this party's pretty strong for this area. Take that. 2d6. One's cold iron, one's masterwork. What's the difference? I don't know, it's worth 100. We're gonna keep it for now.
We'll win this, one way or the other.
It's got 15 charges. Let's just play it safe. Dope.
Let's see what we can do.
I do love the CRPGs that let you like spin the map. There's so many where you're just like stuck on the thing that I gotta get my mindset into the, oh wait, I can turn the map. Windwog. Windwog glances at Lan, who is fixing his slip bowstring, and quickly walks over to you. Her cat-like eyes glow from beneath her hood. Listen here, you. I don't know who you are or where you come from, but you and I are the only two people here who see things clearly. That's why I'm asking you, don't show the light of heaven to Soul. Okay. Don't you want to save the kids in Lost Maze? I do want to, but I'm not going to risk the future of the tribe for the sake of a few stupid kids. Chief Soul is hesitant, and for good reason. He also understands how dangerous this is for the tribe. Lan's the only one who benefits from the childish games of heroism. I'll go alone if I have to find them, or whatever's left of them, without any heroics, relying only on myself, risking only my own life. You and your friends, you can come with me. Perhaps we can make it to the end of the maze together and find the way out of the surface. That you consider the Mongrels to be great warriors. The descendants of great warriors. I believe that my people are worthy of greatness. That we are strong and can do many things. That's why we are chased down here. We scare people. But it's one thing to go hunting in the caves and another fight in the shield maze. Windwog leans closer, her pupils dilating. I've been there. Spent my whole life training so I can make it through all the way to the end. There were more of us trackers at the start. We were young and stupid. What's a couple of monsters when there's a whole world out there waiting for us? That's what we thought, but we weren't prepared. The maze isn't just a physical challenge. It's cunning and full of traps. It's dark as a primordial night, and if you close your eyes and listen, you hear the whispers right behind you and soft singing in the distance that seem to rise and fall with the beating of your heart. I had to learn from my friends' mistakes. I had to step over their bodies and go further. I don't want to have to do that again, and it will happen again if a crowd of ill-prepared fighters burst into a maze with no idea where they're going, all because Lan believes that a glowing sword will solve all our problems. Okay. I'll think about it. Let's go. Don't show the chief the light, and I'll lead you through the maze to the surface. I swear it. Well, I'm going to show him the light. Click this icon to leave location. To leave, your whole party needs to be near it. Before leaving the location, you'll be able to review the and collect the loot you've left behind. Oh, that's dope. Love when they do that. Oh yeah, they did that in the last one too. I mean, we could take it, but like none of this is worth anything. I mean, I'm not gonna carry weight just to have. Yeah, so this is the coin. Just to have like weight for one coin. Nah. I need to play. And if it's like Kingmaker, I'm not gonna be short on money. Uplanders, should have stayed on the surface. They've no business coming down here. If you can hunt, you're welcome to stay. Well, that's two different
Can handle it.
people. Let's pray to the ancestors to bring our children back home. Safe to us. Has the maze really collapsed? Your first impression of the Mongrel village is a squalid dump with the odor to match. Unblinking, glowing eyes watch you from the gloom, and deformed shadows slope between the huts. You see some mongrels gutting white, eyeless fish, while others are repairing fish nets. All the signs of normal village life, but tense expectations hang in the air. Yeah, like, if Pathfinder, like, if this Pathfinder is anything like Kingmaker, I had so much money that, like, I didn't know what to do with, so, like, I'm not worried. Like, I had plenty of money saved up for, like, the end. I know there's, like, no kingdom management, but if there's any management of some type where I can get income, I'll be fine. Alright. A heavyset aged mongrel slowly shuffles his way towards you. The hair on his head grows in limp, wispy strands, and his face has distinctly rat-like appearance and pronounced teeth, and you hear a rattling sound in his chest with every breath he takes. One of his eyes is white, fully scarred by cataracts, while the other gleams with moisture. Uplandish, and Timish are punish, indeed. Is he drunk? Chief Soul, we found the angel sword, and we found the one who can wield it. Len points at you. He had a vision, and now the angel swords, together with the light of heaven, are somehow inside him. Gather the tribe. Anyone who can hold a weapon. The young ones are still alive, and we can go to save them. Chief Soul. Soul raises his hand with a ragged, broken fingernail. Lan. Always dreamish, always talking. You're too harshly, too hasty for your own good. It's going to get you in trouble. Soul eyes you up and down. Wow. An uplander with light of heaven. That's too good for us. Our kind don't have a good thing happening. There is always a catch. Len trusts people because he liketh to believe. Okay, he has a lisp, I think. To believe. Isn't that right, Lan? I'm the chief. I don't work on faith. Show the light. Well, I'm going to definitely do the lawful thing. Through the game, you will occasionally encounter colored options marked as associated with a specific mythic path. These are dialogue branches that embody the spirit of a particular manifestation of the mythic power. In the earliest stages of the game, these options must be selected in order to gain the opportunity set out on corresponding mythic path. Once your mythic path is set, unique, alternative, inaccessible to others mythic paths will become available. That's dope. Okay, that's what you were talking about with the mythic path. Okay, I see. Okay, so someone else from the surface here. I will help you find the lost mongrels in the maze, but you can't quite. I'm gonna do the lawful thing. Gotta do lawful. Man speaks the truth. This is my sword. Heavenly flame flares to life. And then I'm also thinking too, if we get like the whole village to come with us, if there are traps in the maze, we just send them in first and then we don't have to worry about it. The heavenly flame flares, like it's kind of like Squid Games, right? You kind of wanted people in front of you to do the jumping glass thing, and then you knew which ones were safe. The heavenly flames flare to life at your unspoken command. Bright, pure, dancing with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam passing through the stained glass. The mongrels abandon their task and stare transfixed. The light is bright, but not blinding. It is warm, but its warmth is soul deep. You've performed a lawful action. Soul is silent for a while. Tears are streaming down his wide, pale face, but the old man doesn't even care to wipe them away. So it's true. The angel did not forsake us. No, he came. Back from the dead. He came to save our children. Len gives you a nod of thanks. The scaled half of his face is indifferent, but the human half is visible, relieved, and it wasn't sure all this time that you would support him. Window hisses at you like an angry cat. See these fishermen and these hunters, these husks of men and women, their blood will be on your hands. We've blessing the angels. I'm not responsible for others' decisions. Windug snarls. And why are they making these decisions? Because of you. You've sealed their fate. You're a murderer. That's fine. You always think the worst, Wendu. We're not on our own anymore. We've got allies. Well, a couple, at least. But one good fighting worth 10 bad ones. You have the right of it, Lan. But we're going to wait. I sent a messenger to summon all the tribes. It will take time, yes. But they will all come. They will come for the light. Wait, Lan. Wait, Uplanders. Rest a while in one of our huts. Our home is your home. Lan sighs. Alright, Chief. Understood. Let's hope that a few hours isn't the difference between life and the death of those kids. If they ask me what took us so long, I'll tell them it was your decision. Windu grits her teeth in silence. Okay, combat victories and other achievements give you character experience points. After accumulating a certain amount of experience, a character gains a new level. It allows them to take a new class, blah, blah, okay. When characters gain a level, they can get new feats and all of the other stuff, and it makes it fun. Everyone gains a level, okay. Yeah, we're not multi-classing. I find multi-classing in Pathfinder not very fun. I don't think it's good. I think the end skills for every class are too good to multi-class. I mean, like, there are some interesting multi-classes, but I don't know. I didn't feel the reward from it when I did in my last progress. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, the rewards aren't that great. Okay, what am I doing here? Let's keep the persuasion up. And athletics. Studded leather. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I can brew potions during casts, decipher writing in foreign languages, recall knowledge about geography. Okay, so I'm gonna need someone with knowledge world. Dope. Next. Okay. You have knowledge world. Thank you. Okay, your persuasion's high. I don't really need that, but sure. Let's do trickery as well. My hands. Crap. Use potions and you had lay on hands. Shaman Spirit Hunter. Okay. Oh, your trickery is way up. Want to keep your perception high because someone needs to have it. Do not need this. We do need nature. We only had 2 points. Okay, I want your perception up. Okay, some magic spells. Protect from negative position. Held poison and noxious gas such as stink clouds are negated in a 10-foot area. Shaman can cause a creature within 30 feet to fall in deep magical sleep as per spell. Wait, hold on a second. Misfortune. Shaman can cause creatures within 30 feet to suffer grave misfortune for 1 round. Anytime the creature makes an ability check, attack roll, saving throw, or skill check, it must roll twice and take the worst result. A will save negates the hex. 8th level, the duration hex extends 1 round. That's actually pretty cool. For your misfortune hex that has the effect duration extended by 1 round. I kind of want misfortune. Because, like, that's an automatic disadvantage, right? The shaman can touch a creature to protect it from negative conditions and suppress the effect. The shaman chooses one of the following conditions each time she uses hex, dazzling, fatigue, shaken, or sickened. If the target is afflicted with the chosen condition, the condition is suppressed for a number of minutes equal to the shaman's level. Additionally, the shaman grants... Okay, that's okay. That's more of a healing thing. I kind of like... I want misfortune. Slumber's okay, but it just seems to... You hit a point where... Like... No. Sleep doesn't... I never see it proc that well. Plus, I don't... What are her skills? She doesn't have a lot of will. So, misfortune, I think, would be... So I'm guessing, like, her wisdom isn't that high? No, her wisdom's high. Man. I really like this, but then sleep is like super important if she can pull it off. But it only falls asleep for 2 rounds. That's still 2 rounds of the creature's inactivity. Let's do slumber. Sleep is such a powerful spell in like any game. What about you, my dude? You are a monk, a Zen archer. That's cool. Okay. So you are about mobility, athletics. Oh, great perception. Precise shot. Okay. Second Zen archer gains weapon focus as a bonus feat with 1 type of bow at the 6th level. Have you made your decision yet? Proficiencies, unarmed strike, AC bonus, collect arrows, all of that crazy cool stuff. So he took up archer weapons, but now I need to decide if I want to give him a longbow or a short bow. I mean, what does he have right now?
Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you feel better.
You have a longbow. Okay. Okay. So let's do mobility, athletics, perception, precise shot again, longbow. Which would actually make sense with precise shot, right? Yeah. Please.
I am yours to command.
You're a fighter. Persuasion sucks, obviously. You didn't persuade me at all. You'll be our stealthy person. Let's get you trickery to go with it. Okay. Weapon focus. Point blank shot. Okay, so weapon focus. Daggers, darts, earth, falcon, glaive. Greatsword, heavy bow. Longbow. Let's have her do short bow. Okay. She probably has a longbow on her, but I want her to focus on... Yeah, we'll get you a short bow. Sol leaves or heaves himself around to face you, eh? I want to ask you a few questions. Tell me about mongrels. Well, we're the Crusaders under the ground, the children of the first Crusaders. The world wound touches everyone. Look at us. We were all marked with it. The Uplanders didn't like it. They drove us down here. But we have a secret. Sol's good eye winks slightly. We're waiting when the shield maze falls. That is the end of our lives down here. We will go up to the surface to fight. Until then, we don't. Our place isn't here. But now we have all seen the light of heaven. Now we go with the sickness do we need. We must fulfill our Crusader duty. Okay. Tell me about Windwog. Windwog, our beauty, our huntress, who is most skilled than Windog. They are braver fighters, yes, but brave doesn't mean skilled. Windog is the only one to go into the maze and come out again. The others listen to everything she has to say. Tell me about Lan. Lan, still makes a vague gesture, he's not one of us. No, one of us. His father was one of us, but his mother, no. They took him up to the surface, they ruined him as a child. Then he came back, but he wasn't one of us. A good hunter, yes, but he feels trapped down here. But he can't go up there either. It's not safe. He wouldn't last long. Thank you for the answers. Just to clarify, are we Uplanders prisoners or guests here? Have you drawn a weapon against us? No. Have you killed us? No. Have you stolen our food? No. Guest. What are you going to do now? The messenger is swift. He rallied the tribe. It's all of them. The angel's light is with us, so we will follow. Now go rest. Eat. I want to look around. Like I have a choice. Let's look around. Okay. So...
Beautiful.
I don't even know what's happening here. I mean, is it stealing if I grab that loot? Because it... I mean, it doesn't seem like anyone cared.
Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, just look at it all. Oh, it shows you where the loot is.